Hello, everyone. Today on Good Morning Maine, Mainers' SNAP benefits could once again be on the chopping block. We'll hear what Governor Mills has to say about the situation.
Plus, Bangor's Board of Ethics held a public hearing for an ethics investigation into alleged violations made by one of its own council members.
And the Piscataquis County Commissioners met to revisit the county's funding considerations for the fiscal year of 2026. We'll tell residents what they need to know.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Janessa Bishop.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you for joining us this morning. We'll have those stories and more coming up, including our Pet of the Week segment.
I'm so excited.
We still don't know what it's going to be. We always look forward to finding out
what
kind of animal they'll be bringing in. That'll be a little bit later on in the broadcast. But first, we're going to turn our attention to the forecast. Today looks kind of a quiet day. Might see a few snow showers today. The big story, though, is some dangerously cold Arctic weather is moving in tonight. Temperatures getting down not only to around 0, but the wind chill is going to make it feel a lot colder.
In the negatives. We'll turn things over to meteorologist Devin Biggs.
And thank you very much, Craig and Janessa. Happy Thursday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Quality Automotive and Brewer. Experience a Quality Automotive difference. Reliable service and expert care that you can depend on. Call us to schedule your next appointment, 922-2043. Alrighty, here we go. We have some advisories posted. This right here is a gale warning that is up until 7 a.m. as we head towards your Friday, and some cold weather advisories. Hello, and this is up until around 8 a.m. as we head towards your Friday as well. So this is mainly up until later on tonight. We'll have some strong winds that will really make it feel a lot colder for the northern parts of the state, as wind chill values, or the feels like temperature, will hit around 25 to even 30 below in the northern parts of the state. Farther down toward the south in our neck of the woods, around 15 below. Not out of the question. Either way you look at it, it will be cold nonetheless, at least with regards to the feels like temperature because of the wind. Of course, improvement on the way as we head towards Friday afternoon. Here's those gusty winds at around 35 miles per hour possible overnight, especially farther off towards the north as well. And of course, we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that. We're also watching snow that will be on the way later on today. It won't be a lot, but either way, a little system to watch out for as well. Hourly forecast this morning into the afternoon, some snow showers, temperatures in the 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Janessa.
All right, thank you, Devin. We'll look forward to that. Well, maybe we won't, I don't know, considering the news today. All right, let's get to the other news. The Piscataquis County Sheriff's Office has arrested a person in connection with what they say was a brutal assault. On December 2nd, 25-year-old Lindell Anthony Wilson of Orneville was charged with elevated aggravated assault and aggravated assault. Shortly after 10 p.m. on October 28th, the Piscataquis County Dispatch received a report about an alleged assault that occurred in Orneville. The sheriff's office says when deputies arrived, they found a male who had been severely injured in the assault and 2 females who had also been assaulted. They say due to the severity of the injuries, the State Police Major Crimes Unit was also called in to assist with that investigation. Wilson is now being held at the Piscataquis County Jail on $10,000 bail, and officials with the sheriff's office say all of the people involved did know each other.
Well, Maine State Police are taking a new approach to solving cold cases. They're launching a cold case deck of cards aimed at generating investigative leads in long-standing cases. The deck features 52 of their unsolved homicides and suspicious missing persons cases. The deck of cards will be distributed to inmates in correctional facilities all across the state. Maine State Police currently have 69 unsolved homicides and 38 long-term suspicious missing persons cases. Some of the investigations date back decades. Other states have used the cards for nearly 2 decades, but this is the first time Maine is utilizing them. A nonprofit organization that provides financial support for cold case investigations is providing that funding.
Well, a man is asking for the public's help after his grandparents' gravestone was vandalized and stolen in Milo. According to Matt Brown, his family discovered the headstone, along with all of its Christmas decorations, were missing on November 30th. Matt says this isn't the first time something like this has happened. A similar vandalism happened last year, but the gravestone was not taken that time. Matt says he has no idea why anyone would want to do this, but he's willing to talk if they do come forward.
You know, I mean, we're willing to talk, and we'd rather talk than have you destroy our grandparents' graves, because, you know, I can't imagine my grandmother, you know, hurting anybody.
The Milo Police Department has been notified and is aware of the situation. If anyone has information about the vandalism or where that stone might be, they're urged to contact the Milo Police Department.
Maine's SNAP benefits could once again be on the chopping block after a new threat from the Trump administration. On Tuesday, the White House said it may withhold funding from blue states that refuse to turn over personal information about SNAP recipients. Our Alex Schley breaks down the impact this could have locally and how the state plans to respond.
During a cabinet meeting Tuesday, Secretary of Agriculture Brooke Rollins announced that starting next week, the USDA will begin to stop moving federal funds to states that haven't complied with the administration's demands for SNAP recipient data.
In February of this year, we asked for all the states for the first time to turn over their data to the federal government to let the USDA partner with them to root out this fraud, to make sure that those who really need food stamps are getting them, but also to ensure that the American taxpayer is protected.
Governor Janet Mills says Maine has not and will not release that information. In a statement to ABC 7 and Fox 22, a spokesperson for the governor said, quote, "The governor and attorney general will stand in the way of this cruel and callous attempt by President Trump to cause Maine people to go hungry." State Senator Joe Baldacci echoed the governor, saying Maine will defend residents' rights.
Just because a family needs food stamps doesn't mean they also give up their rights.
This comes as many food assistance agencies are still feeling the impacts of the recent government shutdown, during which SNAP benefits were temporarily limited and demand in Maine skyrocketed.
We saw a huge increase of people coming here and needing groceries. And you need to understand that the food that we're giving out, the emergency food we're giving out, is not going to unhoused people. It's going to working poor and fixed income.
Ray says during the shutdown, the Manna Ministry Food Pantry saw nearly a 50% increase in the number of families reaching out for help. Baldacci says in order for the White House's request to be legal, Congress would have to pass a law authorizing the executive branch to access recipients' information. For more information about resources available in Penobscot County, go to our website. In Bangor, Alex Schley for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, after multiple ethics concerns were raised by members of the Bangor City Council, the city's ethics board is starting to meet and mull over the issues. Our Callie Warren has more from last night's meeting.
We have found no breaking of the Code of Ethics.
Bangor's Board of Ethics does not typically field numerous complaints. That is until recently, when 3 ethics complaints were brought forth for them to review. They were all from city councilors, taking aim at the actions of other city councilors. The first one they tackled was from Councilor Joseph Leonard, who accused former council chair Cara Pelletier and others of holding an illegal meeting discussing their thoughts on Leonard via text exchanges.
We are not tasked with investigating whether or not a private meeting to discuss the matter further ever did or did not occur, because we have no evidence that it did.
The board found that the councilors did not violate the Code of Ethics in those text message exchanges. Another complaint had been made by Councilor Wayne Maller regarding other councilors circulating nomination petitions prior to November's election, which had multiple seats up for grabs. And an ethics complaint was filed by another councilor, accusing Councilor Maller of violating the ethics code by speaking with members of a committee during a meeting recess. The hearing for both of those complaints is set to take place December 17th. In Bangor, Callie Warren, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
In response to the ongoing HIV outbreak, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has deployed a team to Penobscot County to provide additional assistance. The latest data from the Maine CDC reveals the number of confirmed HIV cases has grown to 30 since October of 2023, far exceeding the average number of 2 cases per year. A spokesperson for the Maine CDC says they sent in a request back in September asking the U.S. CDC for additional support for the HIV response in Penobscot County. The U.S. CDC's EpiAid team arrived in Maine on December 1st. The team's arrival was delayed until now due to the federal government shutdown. A spokesperson with the CDC says their team of epidemic intelligence service officers is providing on-the-ground support, conducting interviews with people affected by the outbreak, and developing education resources for providers, response partners, and community members. These efforts aim to strengthen testing and referral pathways, expanding access to treatment for people living with HIV. The CDC staff will remain in the area until December 19th.
County officials held a budget meeting that determined the funding for 12 programs throughout Piscataquis County. After hearing community response, the commission restored over $100,000 in grants. Our Alexa Kennedy has those details.
Tuesday, the Piscataquis County Commissioners met to revisit the county's funding considerations for fiscal year 2026. The original budget proposal cut grants to 12 programs that are heavily involved in the community. Public response showed that the community supports and benefits from these programs, and the budget was revisited.
We found that some of the grants we would lose, for example, the cooperative extension here. If we don't fund that, we're going to lose it. And a lot of people in this county use it.
During Tuesday's meeting, the commission revisited the program grants, and Davis made a motion to continue the funding. Funding was restored for the 12 programs, some partially and some in full.
I think the community benefits quite a bit. I talked to town managers in the last couple of weeks. I talked to business folks, and there's support for them.
One of the 12 programs impacted by the grant restoration is the Eastern Area Agency on Aging, which received $500.
So it goes back to the consumers and the constituents of these municipalities and helps, make sure that we're able to continue the work that we do.
Hill says that he understands the county must make difficult budget cuts and is thrilled to have the funding.
We recently opened up a access center in Dover Foxcroft a couple months ago. So it's really great to, have the county kind of like, yep, we see you, we hear you, we understand that you're a part of the fabric that makes this community special.
In Dover Foxcroft, Alexa Kennedy, ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Sure, that will be a relief to some folks there.
Absolutely.
Before we take the break, there's a little breaking news we're looking into. The Border Patrol up in Holton made the announcement within the last hour that they have arrested a person in Ellsworth. He was apparently an Iraqi immigrant who had overstayed his visa and was in America illegally. The concerning thing is he was at a local gun shop apparently trying to buy an AK-47 and a 9mm pistol. No word on what he was planning to do with that, but they apparently sent some border guards down from the Calais area, and they made that arrest. As soon as we know much more, as soon as we know anything more about that, we'll certainly pass it on to you.
Absolutely, I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
Well, coming up on the second half of the newscast, a small Penobscot County town is looking to deorganize operations. We'll hear more on that coming up.
Plus, we'll have a look at that forecast before we take the break. It looks like some cold weather moving in. Today, though, a little calm before the storm. Mostly cloudy with a few snow showers, highs around 34. Then the cold weather moves in tonight. Wind chills are going to make it feel well below zero. Partly cloudy tomorrow. The high will be 18, but again, it's going to feel much below zero because of that wind chill. We'll have more news right after this.
With irresistibly smooth melting chocolate in every Lindor, you can melt into every holiday moment. This year, bring out Lindor from the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
Carpets looking tired, stained, or just plain dirty? It's time to call the pros. At C&R Carpet Cleaning, we use deep steam technology to remove dirt, odors, pet hair, and allergens fast. Fresh, clean carpets, healthier home. That's the C&R promise. Visit our Facebook page for a free estimate or call us today, 631-7380. Step into clean with C&R Carpet Cleaning.
Make the most of your season during the Kia Season of New Traditions sales event. Gift yourself some savings and visit your local Kia dealer today. Look out for these stickers to find great deals on vehicles backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So you can start new traditions for years to come. Get 0.9% APR for up to 60 months, plus $1,000 retail bonus cash on specially tagged 2025 Telluride, Sorrento, and Sportage vehicles.
When Blazing Trails, located in Lincoln, want to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. Blazing Trails is Lincoln's #1 trusted dispensary, providing outstanding product and customer service to Eastern and Central Maine.
Who's going to be our first ever Next Level Baker?
This December, Gordon's serving a holiday treat with 2 new friends.
Let's go!
It's 3 weeks of the best holiday baking competition ever.
Your cakes are burning!
Sugar.
Beautiful.
Spice.
This is why bakers are just better than chefs.
And even Gordon's being nice.
That is a celebration right there.
Ho, ho, ho! Get it on that plate!
The winner is...
Next Level Baker, the 3-week holiday event. Starts Thursday, December 4th on Fox.
42 miles north of Bangor is the town of Maxfield, but it may not be considered a town by decade's end. Doug Banks tells us why.
Maxfield, Maine. A small town split by the Piscataquis River, a Penobscot County community in its truest form. One resident recalls.
Neighbors help neighbors. I mean, we had the ice storm of '98. We had neighbors stopping and saying, you know, do you need water? I'm going out to town.
But with an aging and declining population, coupled with the difficulties of maintaining services like education, road maintenance, public safety, and the filling of town government positions, some in town have been left to wonder what's next.
Sadly, you know, the younger people have not moved in.
Back in March, Maxfield resident of nearly 30 years, Valerie Harper, left an annual town meeting and felt as though there was no clear solutions into fixing the town's high taxes and other financial hardships. So she went home and looked into the possibility of deorganizing the town.
The very first step was starting a petition.
Out of 89 residents, Harper says 50 have signed the petition to deorganize Maxfield. Enough signatures to hold a special town meeting to discuss the proposal, which is being held on December 15th at the Howland Community Center.
Yeah, so it's uncommon. It's uncommon.
State Auditor Matt Dunlap says deorganizing into an unorganized territory is a multi-step, multi-year process. What good comes from it, Dunlap says, is it would lower taxes for its residents. On the other side, the town would lose its right to self-govern.
They will no longer have a say in their tax rate. They will no longer have a say in how services are provided. Typically, those will then come from the county.
You know, back in 1997, could you have imagined where you and this town is today, having this kind of conversation about dissolving the town?
No. I think we'll be gaining more than what we'd be losing. I think that we might get more care for what we'll be paying.
In Maxfield, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, the family of a soldier who was missing after World War II and then was accounted for in December of last year has now received the full briefing on his identification. According to the Army Casualty Office, in the fall of 1943, 26-year-old Staff Sergeant Merrill Brewer of Monticello served as a gunner aboard a B-24 Liberation bomber. During what was supposed to be the last of a series of secret missions, Brewer's aircraft was mistaken for an enemy and shot down by the 115th Anti-Aircraft Artillery Gun Battalion. Brewer and the 6 other crew members who were unable to parachute from the bomber died when the aircraft crashed. They were all buried in common graves in France. In 2013, a DPAA investigative team began the work of identifying Brewer's remains. Brewer was buried in Bridgewater, Maine in September of this year. Brewer's name is recorded on the walls of the missing Lorraine American Cemetery. A rosette will be placed next to his name to indicate that he has been accounted for.
He's no longer missing. Good thing. All right. Charles Norman Shea has been called a remarkable hero who embodied the best of our state. And now Mainers are remembering and honoring him after he passed away at his home in France. Shea was a member of the Penobscot Nation who graduated from Old Town High School. At age 19, he served with Allied forces as an Army medic, landing with U.S. troops on Omaha Beach during the D-Day invasion in 1944. He saved multiple lives that fateful day by jumping into the water to save wounded soldiers who would have otherwise drowned. He served in the Battle of the Bulge and the Rhine and was also captured and held as a prisoner of war in German prison camps until he was liberated on April 18th. In 1945, he was awarded 4 Bronze Battle Stars as well as a Silver Star for bravery. He was also a recipient of the Legion of Honor, Legion of Honor, which is France's highest award. Shea was did later serve in Korea War and also ultimately settled in the Normandy region of France, not far from the beach where he fought so bravely decades before. He dedicated his later years to making sure the stories of Native American veterans were told. A memorial honoring him and his fellow Native American soldiers stands overlooking Omaha Beach in France. Charles Norman Shea was 101 years old. What a life he had, too.
Autumn of Life Home Care is a great place to work. The team here provided me with all the opportunities and experience necessary to grow within the company, all while working around my busy college schedule. They provided all the necessary licensing and training. It truly was the job that kickstarted my career.
Autumn of Life Home Care is a licensed agency with personal support specialists.
Let our compassionate, reliable, considerate caregivers make your life a little easier by providing assistance for you or your loved one.
Autumn of Life Home Care. We focus on you.
We're traveling all across America, talking to people about their hearts. How's the heart?
Good.
You sure?
I think so.
How do you know? Let me show you something. Put 2 fingers right on those pads. Look at that. That's your heart.
That is pretty awesome.
With Cardio Mobile, you can take a medical-grade EKG in just 30 seconds from anywhere. Cardio Mobile is proven to detect atrial fibrillation, one of the leading causes of stroke. Get Cardio Mobile for yourself or a loved one this holiday. On sale now for just $69 at Cardio.com or Amazon.
Orpheus was a poor boy, but he had a gift to give. And Eurydice was a young girl, but she'd seen how the world was. She fell in spite of herself, in love. Just how far would you go for her?
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Mobile Biolab is a science class on wheels. Since 2024, the unit has been traveling to public schools all across the state, and it's currently parked at a school in Herman.
Our Grace Blanchard shares more.
This week, students at Herman Middle School are stepping out of the classroom and onto the main mobile biolab.
That is 100 necrometric.
The mobile unit is a state-of-the-art traveling lab and classroom that engages students in hands-on laboratory experiments and lessons.
So what we're really trying to do is reach kids and engage them and empower them by giving them the opportunity to see themselves in a STEM field.
The lab is run by professional scientists and educators from the Maine Math and Science Alliance in conjunction with Educate Maine. Since launching in 2024, they have welcomed thousands of students on board, providing them with an opportunity to work with specialized tools and equipment.
We don't have a state-of-the-art lab, quite literally, in our school. So while our students are doing hands-on things, they bring it to the next level and are able to provide us the best ability to support our students.
Students took on the roles of civil and environmental engineers and more, becoming hands-on researchers for a day.
It was just really fun.
Yeah. I think doing science and hands-on experiences is just really fun.
We really want to engage them and show them all of the different STEM opportunities and careers that there are here in Maine.
All Maine public schools that offer classes for grades 5th through 8 are eligible to request a visit. To learn more, you can visit mainmobilebiolab.org. In Herman, Grace Blanchard, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
That's neat. You could tell the kids were really engaged too. They were
Yeah.
not bored by any means. They were all really just focused on what was going on.
I would have loved that in school. Get
Yeah.
out of the classroom for a bit, but still do something productive.
Yeah,
So
great program.
let's get a full look at our weather forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, Craig and Janessa, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Quality Automotive and Brewer. Experience the Quality Automotive difference. Reliable service and expert care that you can depend on. Call us to schedule your next appointment, 922-2043. Alrighty, let's talk about those advisories. We have a gale warning up until Friday at around 7 a.m. Also, some cold weather advisories posted until 8 a.m. Friday for the northwestern parts of the state. We're going to have some feels like temperatures with the wind chills that will be hitting at around 25 to even 30 below, and that will be occurring thanks to gusty winds later on tonight that will hit around that 25 to 30 below range further off towards the north. In our neck of the woods at around 15 below possible further down toward the south, again in our neck of the woods. So either way, it will be rather cold thanks to the gusty winds. Improvement on the way as we head towards Friday afternoon. So either way, here we go. Those gusty winds will be moving in at around 35 miles per hour possible. Again, once we head towards Friday, the winds will begin to back off. But either way, it will still feel rather cold. But again, feeling a lot better with regards to the wind by Friday afternoon. Let's check out the wave heights right now since we're under a gale warning as well. They're still rather active at around 4 to 5 feet at this moment in time. Expected to increase coming up soon. Farther out towards sea at around 7 to 8, even up to 12 feet at the moment. So the ocean's still rather active at this moment in time. Meanwhile, we are watching a cold front off towards the west. It's causing some clouds to develop. You can see some snow off towards the west too. And we won't have a lot of snow with this system, but a little bit to watch out for nonetheless. No advisories with this, so it may make travel a little bit tricky with regards to visibility, but either way, it won't be a whole lot of snow, but it is tracking off towards the east. So futurecast with this system, there's the snow right there. It will track east. We'll have the gusty winds clearing things out overnight. And once we head towards your Friday, again, starting off with some sunshine, some passing clouds, but that's about it. Real quick, here's a look at the snow. Not a whole lot. So either way you look at it, once it clears, this is about what we're seeing, about a ½ inch or less. So overall for today, here we go. Mid-30s, mostly cloudy, snow showers, northwest wind at around 35 miles per hour. Overnight, 0 degrees, partly cloudy with wind chills near 15 below, and of course colder further off towards the north. Northwest wind at around 35 miles per hour. For tomorrow, the winds back off, 18 degrees for the high, partly cloudy, still some wind chills at around 15 below. Northwest wind at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Let's check out your extended forecast brought to you by Quality Automotive. Snow showers again Saturday with highs in the upper 20s with 32 degrees for your Sunday, partly cloudy, and mostly sunny Monday with highs in the upper teens.
Here's the story of a guy named Ryan and a credit union serving folks in Maine with their first branch up in Aroostook, where they got their county name. And they're growing, reaching new horizons. Now they're one big family spreading Christmas cheer. And everyone here at the county wishes you Happy New Year.
Officer, could I get your perspective as a man of the law?
You know I'm a mall cop, right?
Let's say I obtain a car for less than you think it cost.
I don't follow.
You see this Hyundai Santa Fe?
Yeah?
Guess how much I paid for it.
Enjoy the new car.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on select Hyundai vehicles. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Do you want free internet? Forever? You got it. Really. We mean it. Spectrum is offering free fiber-powered internet forever. Want it? Just call this number and switch 4 mobile lines to Spectrum for a lifetime of internet you never pay for. It's not a trial. It's an unprecedented offer. So we'll say it again. Free fiber-powered internet forever. Have you called yet? because your internet is forever. But this ad ends now.
Get ready for the holiday season. The Rotary Club of Bangor is excited to present the annual Festival of Lights Parade. This dazzling event lights up downtown Bangor and brings joy to thousands. Featuring marching bands, small and large floats, dancers, and other performing groups. And don't miss the grand finale as Santa himself arrives to spread holiday cheer. Join us Saturday, December 6th, starting at 4:30 p.m. Let's kick off the season together at the Festival of Lights Parade.
A closely watched meeting begins at the CDC today. It could result in a big change when it comes to childhood vaccines. A CDC advisory committee is set to meet to discuss whether to change the recommendation that newborns receive the hepatitis B vaccine at birth, a recommendation in place for decades. Health Secretary Robert Kennedy has questioned its effectiveness. There is no cure for the highly contagious hepatitis B virus. For those infected, it can cause serious liver infections. Some people can recover, but for others, particularly children, hepatitis B can be deadly. Most experts say giving the vaccine at birth prevents infection by an infected mother. It's estimated that more than 2 million people have it in the U.S., have hepatitis B, and half don't know that they're infected. But one of the CDC committee members has argued unless the mother has hepatitis B, newborns don't need to be vaccinated right away. But other experts still disagree.
Well, now to Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, responding as he faces growing scrutiny on two fronts. We're learning more about his group chat on a messaging app and new details about that controversial second airstrike on a boat in the Caribbean. ABC's Sophie Flay has the latest.
New information provides a clearer picture of the moments after this U.S. airstrike on a suspected drug smuggling boat off Venezuela in September. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and the Pentagon have faced bipartisan criticism for launching a follow-up missile strike, which reportedly killed 2 survivors of the initial attack. International law prohibits killing enemy combatants who no longer pose a threat.
This rises to the level of a war crime if it's true.
When people want to surrender, you don't kill them, and they have to pose an imminent threat.
But now, a source familiar with the incident says the 2 survivors climbed back onto the boat after the initial strike. They were believed to be potentially communicating with others while trying to salvage some of the drugs. And because of that, it was determined they were, quote, still in the fight and therefore valid targets. A Judge Advocate General, or JAG officer, was also present, giving legal advice during the strikes. It comes as a Pentagon watchdog releases a report on a previous controversy involving Hegseth, his use of the commercial messaging app Signal. The watchdog concluding that Hegseth risked endangering U.S. troops when he relayed sensitive details about military strikes in Yemen over the app. Sources say the Inspector General found Hegseth shared information classified by U.S. Central Command with colleagues, his wife, and a reporter accidentally added to a group chat. Sources say the watchdog determined if the information Hegseth shared had fallen into enemy hands, troops could have been in danger. Sources say Hegseth refused to sit down for an interview, insisting that he has the power to classify and declassify information. Sophie Flay, ABC News, New York.
Well, coming up on the second half of the newscast, we'll meet our pet of the week.
Always look forward to that.
Absolutely.
Don't go away.
No matter what happens in D.C.,
there's one thing we can count on.
Susan Collins always delivers for Maine.
Susan's Law restored Social Security benefits for thousands of Mainers like me.
Collins is protecting our lobster industry
by fighting unfair regulations.
Susan always has our back.
And Collins Law expands care to help Mainers fight Alzheimer's.
Thank you, Susan.
Thank you, Susan.
I appreciate everything she is doing.
Call. Thanks, Senator Collins, for fighting and winning for Maine.
At Pure Talk, life is simple, and so are the deals. For instance, an unlimited wireless plan means unlimited savings for life. Not for the life of your phone, for your life. Unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast 5G network for $29.95 a month for the rest of your life. Honestly, there's never been another deal like it. In fact, you might say it's the deal of your lifetime. Pure Talk, everything you need, nothing you don't.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is Thursday, December 4th, 2025. Just 21 days to go until Christmas. And this is also Chester Greenwood Day.
This is a day to celebrate a Maine resident who invented the earmuffs. Chester Greenwood grew up in Farmington and came up with the idea when he was only 15 years old. He used tufts of fur sewn between loops of wire so his ears wouldn't catch frostbite while ice skating. This year's Chester Greenwood Day celebration will take place Saturday and will include a parade, horse-drawn carriage rides, and a polar dip.
They really do a big thing down there in
They
Farmington
do.
every year to celebrate him. He invented a lot of other things too. I think he had 100 patents.
Wow.
More than 100 patents by the time he died. It's interesting if you ever want to read about Chester Greenwood, about all the things he came up with.
Very cool.
All right, time for some more history. It was on this day back in 1783. General George Washington bade farewell to his Continental Army officers during a gathering at Francis Tavern in New York. And I believe that tavern is still there to this day. 1945, the U.S. Senate approved U.S. participation in the newly formed United Nations. In 1964, police arrested 800 students at the University of California at Berkeley. It came one day after the students stormed the administration building and staged a massive sit-in there. It was part of a free speech movement in protest of the university's restrictions on political activities on campus.
Wow.
Sounds like the university was listening to, because they eased a lot of those restrictions in the wake of, they had like weeks and weeks of these protests, and eventually the university did listen. And in 1967, this would have been a fun one to be at, an impromptu jam session broke out between Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Johnny Cash at the Memphis Sun Studios. The press called it the $1 Million Quartet.
In 1980, the band Led Zeppelin announced their breakup following the death of drummer John Bonham. And in 1991, after being abducted by militants and held for nearly 7 years as a hostage in Lebanon, Associated Press reporter Terry Anderson was finally released from captivity. Anderson had been one of 92 foreigners abducted during Lebanon's bitter civil war. Scary. And also in 1991, Pan Am Airways went bankrupt and ceased operations after being one of the largest airlines for over 60 years. And lastly, in 1992, President George H.W. Bush sent 28,000 troops to Somalia, where warlords were preventing humanitarian aid from reaching starving residents.
That turned into a big mess, too.
Yeah.
Well, birthdays today, they include rapper Jay-Z, who is 56 today. Former model and TV personality Tyra Banks is 52. And actor Jeff Bridges, the dude, turns 76 years old today. Happy birthday to them and to you also, if your birthday is today. I love Jeff Bridges' work.
I like Tyra Banks.
I know you do.
Yeah, she's awesome. We'll turn things over to meteorologist Devin Biggs.
And thank you very much, Craig and Janessa. Happy Thursday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Quality Automotive and Brewer. Experience a Quality Automotive difference. Reliable service and expert care that you can depend on. Call us to schedule your next appointment, 922-2043. Alrighty, here we go. We have some advisories posted. This right here is a gale warning that is up until 7 a.m. as we head towards your Friday, and some cold weather advisories. Hello. And this is up until around 8 a.m. as we head towards your Friday as well. So this is mainly up until later on tonight. We'll have some strong winds that will really make it feel a lot colder for the northern parts of the state, as wind chill values, or the feels like temperature, will hit around 25 to even 30 below in the northern parts of the state. Farther down toward the south in our neck of the woods, around 15 below, not out of the question. Either way you look at it, it will be cold nonetheless, at least with regards to the feels like temperature because of the wind. Of course, improvement on the way as we head towards Friday afternoon. Here's those gusty winds at around 35 miles per hour possible overnight, especially farther off towards the north as well. And of course, we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that. We're also watching snow that will be on the way later on today. It won't be a lot, but either way, a little system to watch out for as well. Hourly forecast this morning into the afternoon, some snow showers, temperatures in the 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Janessa.
Thank you, Devin. Still to come here this morning, Jack Webb with sports.
And we'll meet our pet of the week. Don't go away.
Purple Coat Bangor is open and ready for business. Jump into the best products, pricing, and customer service in town. Join a growing community with monthly events, art and music nights, daily specials, and plenty of good vibes. Located at 431 Audlin Road, right off of 395. Stop by and check us out today.
Craving something delicious? Welcome to High Street Market, located at 167 Enfield Road in Lincoln. Breakfast options? Grab a cup of coffee and try one of our sandwiches or burritos. When breakfast is over, we're just getting started. Pizza, subs, burgers, and pastries. Come get lost in Danny's Beer Cave. Order online and save 10% off your first order. High Street Market, where your taste buds go to party.
Ghirardelli caramel and chocolate. They're great on their own, but together, it's like the Watson to your Sherlock, the SpongeBob to your Patrick, the bestie to your spa day, the apprentice to your sensei, the partner to your picnic, the hero to your sidekick, the caramel to your chocolate, the chocolate to your caramel. Perfect pairs, share a square. Ghirardelli makes life a bite better.
Come in and visit AMHG Works, Bangor's #1 gift shop, located at 36 Springer Drive in the Rennie's Plaza. We have special gifts for you, your furry companion, and that special someone you are in need of a gift for. It's worth a trip in for unique American-made gifts. Here at AMHG Works, everything is American-made, and we are open 7 days a week for your convenience. American-made home goods. We look forward to seeing you.
Purple Coat Bangor is open and ready for business. Jump into the best products, pricing, and customer service in town. Join a growing community with monthly events, art and music nights, daily specials, and plenty of good vibes. Located at 431 Audlin Road, right off of 395. Stop by and check us out today.
The road to the FIFA World Cup begins with the final draw. Watch live as we reveal the group stage matchups. It all starts Friday on Fox.
Today was National Signing Day for college football teams across the country. Maine football welcomed in 12 newcomers, including one of the best to ever wear the blue and white of Portland, quarterback Cordell Jones, signing his national letter of intent to play for the University of Maine next season. Cordell, who suffered a separated shoulder during the Turkey Bowl, should be back playing basketball for the Bulldogs in the next 5 to 6 weeks. The two-way star on the gridiron helped lead the Bulldogs to 3 straight appearances in the Class A state finals, including a gold ball win over Thornton Academy in 2024. This past season, Cordell breaking 2 long-standing Bulldog records for touchdowns and total points. And the amazing part is he did it in just 3 seasons. Cordell had multiple scholarship offers, but in the end, wanted to be a part of the amazing culture in Orono, hoping to someday help the Black Bears bring home a CAA championship.
Yeah, it's been a long journey. Started here when I came here my sophomore year. Put a lot of hard work in to get here. I didn't really think I had a chance at first to go anywhere special, and now I have. And kind of just really worked my way up with my teammates, and great teammates along the way helped me, and it's been a blessing for sure.
That's what it's all about right there. Keeping the state's best in the state. Great job by head coach Jordan Stevens and that staff. We'll go to the Alphon now, where Maine hockey is looking for a massive series, gearing up for a massive series in the Alphon this weekend. We dream of days like this, don't we? Maine hockey hosting their bitter rivals in the UNH Wildcats on Friday and Saturday night. It's a series that the Black Bears led 75-64 with 13 ties sprinkled in. There may be 13 new players on the Maine roster, but they all learned quickly how much the rivalry means.
Well, we don't like them. Obviously, the older guys told us that UNH is, you don't like them, you don't want to give them nothing, and obviously from what I've seen from the fan base, they don't like them either, so it's going to be pretty exciting.
I mean, UNH is just, it's another level of anticipation for sure, and we know it is in the community as well, so we're pretty juiced, yeah.
The Black Bears will look to put it all together after splitting their past 3 series, but head coach Ben Barr knows that's easier said than done against the Wildcats. Although UNH is ranked 8th in the Hockey East, you throw out the records in a classic rivalry matchup like this.
Every time we play UNH, it's a battle. I think last year we played them towards the end of the year twice here at home, and I think the first night we might have had like 15 shots on net or 14 shots on net or something, and we scored a 6-on-5 goal at the end to tie the game. No one did that to us the whole year. And the next night was another really close game. We had to come back in the third, and we were fortunate to get the win. And we get their A game every single time, and hopefully we can bring ours.
Some alarming news out of Olympic hockey on Wednesday, as the arena set to host the best players in the world is still not completed. The 2026 Winter Olympics are set to be held in Milan, with this year being the biggest hockey showing in a decade, as NHL players will be allowed to compete in the Winter Games for the first time since 2014, but things have taken a turn for the worse. The arena remains unfinished and, according to reports, is well behind schedule. To make matters even worse, it's also being reported that the ice the athletes will play on is 3 or 4 feet smaller than standard NHL ice. With just over 2 months to go before action begins, this is very concerning news. Very interested to see how they're going to figure that one out. We're going to move down to Boston now, as the Celtics are on a roll as they continue to navigate this season without Jason Tatum. Boston's won 3 of their last 4 games, including wins over the first-place Pistons, the 6th-place Cavaliers, and most recently the 4th-place Knicks. And the Celtics narrowly escaped with a 123-117 win over New York on Tuesday, in a game where Jaylen Brown scored 42 points. With the absence of Jason Tatum for the foreseeable future, Brown and head coach Joe Mazzulla understand how crucial the play of their depth pieces have been this season and will continue to be going forward.
And you saw just kind of the depth of our team throughout some of that game, and it started with Hugo, it finished with Josh and Jordan. Obviously, Jalen was great. Derek and Peyton made some big-time plays. Sam finished it there, so just really the depth of the team.
It's only been 20 games, and there's been a huge amount of growth from a lot of guys. Nimi, Jordan, Josh, even Baylor, Peyton, so we're continuing to take it just one step at a time, but the best is yet to come, so we still got a lot of work to do.
Folks, going to keep hammering it home here. We have our first fast break of the season on Friday night. Join us right here on Fox 22 at 10 for all the local hoops coverage you need, including highlights, reclassification, recaps, and even some predictions. But as we always do, we'll have you covered throughout the week as well on ABC 7 and Fox 22. We'll be at Foxcroft Herman and Bangor Christian Stearns on Thursday as well. That's all the time we have for sports. Be right back after the break.
The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
I want to tell you a story, a tale about how the magic of Christmas stays with us all, although sometimes we need reminding. And with the help of a few miracles, I can show you how I made them believe in me again.
Now, your favorite Christmas story comes to you live on stage in the spectacular Broadway musical Meredith Willson's Miracle on 34th Street, the musical. December 7th, Cross Insurance Center. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com or the Cross Insurance Center box office.
Tickets on sale now.
Iconic programs tip it off.
We've got a good one for you.
In a huge ACC Big Ten showdown on Fox College Hoops.
How about this kid?
Led by freshman sensation Cam Boozer.
Oh, what a jam!
Fourth-ranked Duke aimed for the top spot in the nation.
Woo!
While Tom Izzo's Michigan State squad have their eyes on an upset.
Oh, my!
Duke, Michigan State, Saturday, December 6th on Fox College Hoops.
The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
Welcome back, everyone. Today we're joined by our friend Gabby from the Bangor Humane Society. Gabby, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Who do we have here today?
This is Peach Beach. She is kind of a special cat. She is a 9-year-old girl who has been with us for some time. Some people were feeding her as a stray and decided to bring her in just to get some vet care and be fed and warm for the winter. She came in with a whole bunch of cats, so she has a really great positive history with other felines, and she is partially blind, so her head is kind of wobbling all over the place. She's trying to look around, see some lights and some colors and some shapes. She can't really see a whole lot, but she has a general idea of what's going on around her. Yeah. She would do good with a low-key dog in the home and some low-key children who will understand that she can't see the best.
Right.
Yep.
You could tell she loves attention, though, ever since she's been here. She's a character, too.
She prefers to be upside down. She is the softest cat ever, and she's just so nice. She hasn't purred yet, but she does purr a lot. She can be kind of chatty in the mornings, too. So she's holding her voice in. But she's a really great cat.
Oh, look at her.
She's beautiful. She's kind of like a little Maine Coon cat.
Yeah,
it seems like she has a little of that in her or something.
Got the coloring to it.
Yeah.
I think we have her down as a domestic short hair, but who knows? You can DNA test cats now, so that'd be fun too.
Yeah, that's cool. Look at her little eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, she's crawling all over the place.
She does like to be upside down.
Yeah, what a cutie.
So do you have a lot of kitties and doggies over there right now?
We have a lot of senior cats right now and a lot of cats with some special needs. Our diabetic friend Tigger just went home this week, so we're so excited.
Good.
He's been with us since the beginning of the year, so he's finally home for the holidays. We have a few more long-term cats that are still sticking around that we're hoping we can get out before Christmas, and same with dogs.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, we get so many dogs this time of year, and we want to adopt them all out too.
Right.
So if you're looking to adopt, please consider us.
This one seems like it'd be great for anybody too.
She's so sweet. She's a great cat. She does not like the car, but what cat does?
Right.
Yeah, there are not many of them that do like that.
No. And you guys at the Humane Society, do you have anything else going on this month?
Our angel tree just went up this week. So we did it a little differently this year. We have our Christmas tree out in the lobby, and instead of just putting a general wish list, we decided to make a wish list for each of our adoptable animals. So we have pictures of each dog or cat or small animal on the tree and their own little wish list on the back. So if you're looking to donate, our animals are definitely always accepting toys and treats.
Yeah. Oh.
What animal doesn't like them after all?
Exactly.
Right. I like that concept though. You could pull a few off the tree and get stuff for a few little kitties or dogs.
Definitely. And they all appreciate it so much.
Yeah. Look at that. Boy, those cats just love you too. You could tell, or they could tell you're a cat person.
Yeah.
Look at that face right there.
She's a snuggle girl.
Let's hope she finds a nice home pretty soon.
Oh.
Well, Gabby, thank you for coming in. Hope you have a great Christmas. If we see you before then, probably will.
I think you will, yeah.
Hopefully. And it's good to see you, too.
Oh.
All right, we're going to send it back over to Devin now for a final look at that forecast.
Alrighty, Craig and Janessa, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Quality Automotive and Brewer. Experience the Quality Automotive difference. Reliable service and expert care that you can depend on. Call us to schedule your next appointment, 922-2043. Alrighty, let's talk about those advisories. We have a gale warning up until Friday at around 7 a.m. Also, some cold weather advisories posted until 8 a.m. Friday for the northwestern parts of the state. We're going to have some feels-like temperatures or the wind chills that will be hitting at around 25 to even 30 below, and that will be occurring thanks to gusty winds later on tonight that will hit around that 25 to 30 below range further off towards the north. In our neck of the woods at around 15 below possible further down toward the south, again in our neck of the woods. So either way, it will be rather cold thanks to the gusty winds. winds, improvement on the way as we head towards Friday afternoon. So either way, here we go. Those gusty winds will be moving in at around 35 miles per hour possible. Again, once we head towards your Friday, the winds will begin to back off. But either way, it will still feel rather cold. But again, feeling a lot better with regards to the wind by Friday afternoon. Let's check out the wave heights right now since we're under a gale warning as well. They're still rather active at around 4 to 5 feet at this moment in time. Expected to increase coming up soon. Farther out towards sea at around 7 to 8, even up to 12 feet at the moment. So the ocean's still rather active at this moment in time. Meanwhile, we are watching a cold front off towards the west. It's causing some clouds to develop. You can see some snow off towards the west too. And we won't have a lot of snow with this system, but a little bit to watch out for nonetheless. No advisories with this, so it may make travel a little bit tricky with regards to visibility, but either way, it won't be a whole lot of snow, but it is tracking off towards the east. So futurecast with this system, there's the snow right there. It will track east. We'll have the gusty winds clearing things out overnight, and once we head towards your Friday, again, starting off with some sunshine, some passing clouds, but that's about it. Real quick, here's a look at the snow. Not a whole lot, so either way you look at it, once it clears, this is about what we're seeing, about a ½ inch or less. So overall for today, here we go, mid-30s, mostly cloudy, snow showers, northwest wind at around 35 miles per hour. Overnight, 0 degrees, partly cloudy with wind chills near 15 below, and of course colder further off towards the north, northwest wind at around 35 miles per hour. For tomorrow, the winds back off, 18 degrees for the high, partly cloudy, still some wind chills at around 15 below, northwest wind at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Let's check out your extended forecast brought to you by Quality Automotive. Snow showers again Saturday with highs in the upper 20s with 32 degrees for your Sunday, partly cloudy, and mostly sunny Monday with highs in the upper teens.
Poor insulation is the origin of your heating and cooling complications. We are Dr. Energy Saver by TC Hafford Basement Systems. We are the local energy saving experts. We identify the problem areas and provide customized solutions that leave your home comfortable and your energy bills affordable. Whether it's a drafty attic or poorly sealed ductwork, we have your back and more. Financing is available. For a no-cost, no-obligation estimate, call Dr. Energy Saver by TC Hafford Basement Systems. We fix uncomfortable homes.
Hey, Dad, can we talk?
Sure, what's up?
I gotta come clean about something.
Okay.
It's my new car. I only paid for a brand new Hyundai Tucson.
Oh, you might be on the naughty list.
Enjoy the new car.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on select Hyundai vehicles. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
With irresistibly smooth melting chocolate in every Lindor, you can melt into every holiday moment. This year, bring out Lindor from the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
Fires, floods, burst pipes. Disasters happen, but the mess they leave behind doesn't have to last. For 40 years, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration has been there to help Mainers get back to the closest to normal as they can. When your property is at its worst, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration is at their best, and they have been for 4 decades. Put your trust in the Bouchard team. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest.
You know Matt pretty well. Did he give you any advice?
He said that I should use 26 words or more.
25 words or less.
Wed,
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You just won it!
Weekdays at 9 on Fox 22.
Rockefeller Center in New York City shines bright as its iconic Christmas tree lights up for the first time this year. Rockefeller Center capped off its holiday presentation Wednesday night with the annual lighting of its 75-foot-tall Christmas tree. The event was hosted by country music legend Reba McEntire. The ceremony featured performances by Kristen Chenoweth, Brad Paisley, and the Radio City Rockettes. The tree is a Norway spruce from upstate New York and also features 50,000 LED lights, along with the iconic Swarovski star up on top. How'd you have to How'd you like to have to light that tree every year?
Oh my gosh, I know, that's a lot of lights.
So beautiful. You and I have both been to Rockefeller Center at Christmas time. If you ever get the chance, folks, go on by. I mean, this doesn't do it justice when you see it in person.
Oh, it's awesome.
It blows your socks off.
It really does.
Very neat.
Well, that's all the time that we have left for this morning, but as always, we thank you for joining us.
Thanks for being there, everyone. We hope you have a great day.